Hi guys! It's been a minute. Sorry. I'm gonna move past the fact that I haven't made a video in like a very long time because senior year is just really busy for me and I'm about to tell you guys why. But thanks to the coronavirus literally taking my senior year away from me, which I'm not going to talk about in this video because I have so many feelings about that. So many negative feelings about that. But the only positive that came from this whole pandemic is the fact that I have a lot of free time stuck at home where I can now make a YouTube video. So let me talk about one of the good things that happened to me my senior year before coronavirus took it away from me. Anyway, so this wonderful thing that I'm about to tell you about started all the way back in November. I didn't write any of this down, I don't have a script, so I'm sorry if this video is all over the place and very confusing, but I want it to be authentic. So let me try my best to explain this whole crazy thing that happened to us. Okay, so in my city there's a professional theater called Geva. They do professional shows that like Broadway performers and professional actors, they do shows there. They do this project called the Stage Door Project where they pick a school every year to get to do like this mentorship project thing. It's very hard to explain, but I'm gonna try my best. So basically they pick a school. This year they picked my school. And the whole project is that you get to do one of the professional shows for one of the nights. So the show that they picked for this year's Stage Door Project is the show Once, which is an amazing, beautiful show. I'm so fortunate that we got to do this. I will talk to you more about the actual show later, but just know we got to do the show once. So Geva has their professional crew. I'm gesturing over here because this is the professional performance, whatever. Okay, so the cast for Geva's Once came from like professional performers from New York City. Some of these people have been on Broadway, off-Broadway, touring shows. Like, these are legit actors and performers that auditioned to be in the show Once at Geva. So here they are over here. Then there's my little Catholic school, and we also get to put on the show Once for one of the nights. So we have Geva's director, who taught them their show, and we have our school's director, who taught our show. The shows are the same show, it's the same script, it's the same thing, but they were directed and blocked and choreographed differently. So we got to do our own thing. We didn't have to do what they were doing. So we've been working on this since November. The Geva people didn't get in till January. So we had a head start, which we needed because we also had our normal school musical rehearsal for Grease on top of that, even though who knows if we can even do Grease anymore because of the coronavirus, and I was gonna be Sandy, my boyfriend was gonna be Danny, and it was gonna be really cute, but it's fine. Besides the point, we had a lot of time to work on Once. So we were doing our own thing, learning the show. I played the character named Andre. Again, I'll talk about the actual show later, but I played Andre. We learned the show. They learned their show. And then there was this wonderful day in January where we got to meet the Geva cast. So the guy in Geva who was playing Andre, his name is Adrian Lopez, and some of the things he has been in was this parody of Hamilton called Spamilton. So I got to meet him and talk to him, and he was so nice. Honestly, like, one of the best things to come out of this experience is just the people that we met. So throughout this whole process, we got to email back and forth and like Instagram DM and just talk about the character, compare our decisions for the character. I could ask him for tips either about the show or just about performing in general, acting tips, things like that. So that was really cool. And the nice thing is I also got to meet the other performers. I didn't just have to talk to the guy playing my part. I actually built some really cool bonds and connections with all the other actors, and they all taught me different things. It was really cool. My friend Trinity, she played a character named Eamon, and her counterpart, his name is Kent. He is so nice. He got so involved in this project. Everyone got involved in this project, but he like went above and beyond of like making sure to like build connections with everyone in my school's cast. And just like he would message us on Instagram and like reply to our questions and comments. He even like watched my YouTube channel and he commented on my last video, which like made my day. It's just crazy how involved everyone got, but like especially Ken. He really went above and beyond, and I appreciate that. And he's probably watching this video, and if you are, thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. From like January until March 9th, which was our show date, we just got to do all these different things with Geva Theater and the professional performers where we would get to watch their rehearsals. There was even a day where some of the people came and watched our rehearsal at our school. And it was just like a lot of helping each other and talking about this show and talking about acting and decisions and just seeing these professionals doing this for a living. So moving on from that, now that you guys know what the project is, let me talk about the show. One was based off of a movie which won a bunch of Oscars and like awards for its story and music. It's one of those shows that make you feel so much because you're laughing your butt off one second, you're crying the next. We literally saw the show like 5 times because we got to watch the professionals like do the show, and every time I watched it I cried, which is insane because we've been rehearsing the show, we know what happens, but just all the emotion that goes into the show is literally insane. So a quick rundown of what the story is about. There is a guy named Guy and a girl named Girl, which just adds to the whole simplicity of the story, and I love it. It's very like poetic and artistic or whatever. But yeah, so there's this guy who went through a breakup and he's a musician. So he's like on the street singing his heart out because he's literally giving up on music and he is basically giving up on his life. And then this girl comes by, sees him like struggling and sees him there, and she really like helps him and just teaches him the importance of music and life and love. Like she literally taught him how to love music and love another person again. So it is a love story with a terrible, terrible ending that I'm not gonna spoil. But anyway, that's basically the whole point of the story, is just teaching this guy how to love and love his music again. But then there's some other characters in it. The character Andre is one of Girl's Czech roommates because she's Czechoslovakian. Her roommates are Czechoslovakian. I'm saying that word wrong, I'm so sorry. And they're immigrants because the whole show takes place in Dublin. Okay, so I played one of the roommates. He starts out kind of as a comic relief, which I thought was really fun.
I play hard.
So his whole story is that he works at like a fast food place as a burger boy, and he has this big interview coming up in a few days, and he is so excited. Like he's like, I'm gonna be the area manager.
In
like
2 days I will interview and I will become the area manager.
Like that's like, you know, his whole thing. And he is very hopeful and so positive that he's gonna get this promotion and be this area manager for this fast food place. And he has his lucky suit.
This is my lucky suit.
But unfortunately he doesn't get the job, which leads to him having this very emotional scene. So because he didn't get the job, he is very sad and just has very sad moments.
How am I supposed to do now? Well, certainly, I can't feel the legs. Andre! Your sweetest dreams will be stolen from you. And life will grind your bones to dust. How long is this session?
But by the end of the show, he just finds the hope in the world and the beauty of Dublin and kind of gets that positivity back.
A million times heartbroken. And Dublin keeps on going. You've got to love Dublin for dreaming.
Yeah, so that's the show and that's my character. And now for the actual putting all this together. Our show date was on March 9th, which was a Monday. And we went to Geva in the morning, and then we had a tech rehearsal. So this was our first day to actually add in lights and sound and all of the stuff that we need for a show, which was kind of stressful that I had to burp, I'm sorry. Which was kind of stressful that we didn't have time to do that before show day. But Geva was so amazing and everything ran so smoothly, and there really wasn't any reason to worry or freak out. It all worked out really well. So we teched the show, which took from like 8 o'clock to like 1 or 2, and then we spent the rest of the day running the show. So we had one run through of the show with like tech and movement and everything, and then it was the actual performance. So a ton of people from our school came to support us, which was just so sweet. The professional cast got to watch it and their reactions were amazing. They were sitting right in the center, and it's such like an intimate theater that we could see them. Yeah, so the show went really well. It was just so cool getting to do a professional show on a professional theater with the help of professional actors and professional crew, and I learned a lot from it, and I really learned how much I love theater, and I don't think I would ever do it professionally. I don't think I'm good enough to ever do it professionally, but it made me realize that I'd love to still have theater in my life, even if it means working at a place like Geva where I don't know, run programs like the Stage Door Project. It just shows me how important theater is to me, just in whatever way I can have it. After the show I talked to Adrian, and it was just so cool like hearing his thoughts on the performance, and he was telling me that he was going to take some inspiration from my character and put it into his character, which was just such an honor. I'm just like this little high school student who's very average at acting and stuff, and he's like, I like what you did there, I want to use that, and he's like a professional, so it's just crazy to me. I'm just really grateful that I got this my senior year, especially because our actual School Musical Grease is so iffy at this point because of the coronavirus that even if I don't get it, and as heartbreaking as that is, and I really want to cry, it's still nice that we did get this extra show, which was just very special and beautiful. So it's like, I don't know. I'm really fortunate that this happened, and the fact that it happened my senior year means a lot to me. And especially the fact that this happened like a week before the coronavirus, and if this show was a week later and we didn't get it after all that hard work, my camera's about to die. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, NicolaZM. I post a lot more on TikTok than I do on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, NicolaZM. Do all the good stuff. I will try to make more videos, but if I don't, and this is the last you see me, I'm sorry. Okay, bye!